Okay, so we know Tobey and Andrew are probably going to pop up in Avengers Secret Wars, but what we are now hearing is that Sony has other plans for both Tobey and Andrew Spider-Man. We are going to get into these new leaks for the Sony Spider-Verse. It seems that there is kind of a tug of war going on now between Marvel and Sony and what they want the direction of the Spider-Man movies to go into, but I think that they may have found a resolution. We're going to discuss it all in this video. If you guys enjoy my Spider-Man content, consider subscribing, and let's get into it. Alright, so Spider-Man is easily my favorite superhero, easily the best. I'm not really a big fan of all of the crazy multiverse stuff that they have got into with this entire web of Spider-Man multiverse characters, but I am a huge, massive fan of the original 616 Peter Parker and all of the storylines that go along with that character, even the Clone Saga. But we have some updates on where Tobey and Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man may pop up next. So months ago, I reported on this channel that there was kind of a tug of war going on between Sony and Marvel in the direction that they wanted to take the next Spider-Man movie, that being Tom Holland's Spider-Man. Now, apparently what they wanted was Kevin Feige and Marvel wanted a more grounded, street-level Marvel Spider-Man story, and that Sony wanted a continuation of the multiverse story that was explored in Spider-Man No Way Home. It makes perfect sense because, of course, Kevin Feige and Marvel is centering more around the comics and taking the direction of the story down a path that the fans are much more of a fan of, whereas Sony just kind of wants to mooch as much money as they can off of this multiverse story because they saw how much money that it made with Spider-Man No Way Home, and that is why their Sony Spider-Verse is in the problems that it has been in from its inception, is because of that money-hungry mentality that they have going into these comic book characters. But what we're hearing now is that Tobey and Andrew are going to pop up again. They're definitely probably going to pop up again in Secret Wars. That I'm pretty sure about. That one I feel like I know for sure. It's probably a guaranteed bet that in Avengers Secret Wars, not only are we going to see the return of the original Avengers, but we are definitely probably going to see the return of a lot of the Fox X-Men. And of course, we'll end up seeing the return of the Sony Spider-Man, that being Tobey Maguire and also Andrew Garfield. So what we're now hearing is that Sony wants Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield to return in their cinematic universe and as part of their own multiverse plans, not the MCU's. Now, I think what that could lead into is very much some kind of Spider-Man multiverse war, and I think it could very much lead into a set of Spider-Verse movies. Now, here's my big hang-up. I don't think Tobey and Andrew are going to want to return for a cash grab kind of film like that. I think that they're going to want to make sure that the stories are told well, and I think that they'll probably only return if they really need the money. I don't think Tobey Maguire would really return if he doesn't need the money. And additionally, I think they would probably only return under the pretense that the story is something of quality, probably of the MCU and probably Avengers Secret Wars. So we will see how this story unfolds as the years go on here. I am sure that leading up to Secret Wars, we are going to hear about the return of at least Tobey Maguire and probably Andrew Garfield as well in Avengers Secret Wars. But comment down below and let me know what you guys think about this scoop of Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield possibly returning in a Sony Spider-Verse spin-off movie or something like that. I don't really think it's something that's very viable. I don't really think it's something that should happen. I think that they should probably only come back if the story is something that is really well done. And obviously Sony is coming from the standpoint of just wanting to milk more money from this franchise, as they have been doing with the Venom series and with the Craven movie coming out, of course with Morbius. But either way, we're definitely probably going to see Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire pop up again. So comment down below what you guys think about these new Spider-Man leaks. And for this video, that's all I got, guys. So until the next one, be safe and stay well. Bye-bye.